Here, life itself is an offering. Offering sent to heaven by the priests in the smoke of incense. Bali, Treasure Island, the last country in the world where men, gods and nature are in perfect harmony. Here, everywhere, all day and every day is festival time. Wherever you go, processions, music, but always a religious festival. Here, life is prayer. Frail palm leaf banners, which will be faded in a day or two, and almost immediately remade for the next festival. Frail palm leaf banners, which will be faded in a day or two, and almost immediately remade for the next festival. Moving around in Bali is like moving through an almost continuous sea of temples. Tiny temple in the open country, a few peasants, a common sight. You just have to move around a little. Every village has at least 3 temples, and there are more than 3,000 on the island. The living picnic on the tombs of their dead to keep them company. As soon as they have enough money, they'll perform the ritual cremation ceremonies, which alone can free the souls of the dead. Bali is the only island in Indonesia that has remained Hindu. It is said that Javanese princes took refuge here to escape the spread of Islam. In spite of their differences in religion and civilization, Bali and Java have many points in common. First of all, the kris, a sinuous bladed dagger that is more than just a weapon. The kris is the symbol of the man of Indonesia, or rather of the Javanese and Balinese. It is so much a part of the personality of its owner that theoretically it should never be sold. In fact, beautiful krises can be found at Bali and Java, at antique stores or at some craftsmen's. Krises with blades wrought in gold. Legend has it that some have magic powers and can even stand in the presence of their masters. Once a kris has been finished, the master smith, the master of the fire, meditates and fasts for 40 days. Then, dressed his best, the new kris on his back, he takes it to the top of the volcano to give it its magic powers. There's not only the Bali of flowers and shorelines, there's the Bali of the volcano, that sometimes terrifying god. The god of fertility, with the ever stern face. These people live on the shore of the Batur volcano lake, a few hours by dugout from the main road. It's a trip that takes determination. Are they the descendants of the island's first inhabitants, later driven up to the highlands? Their faces are different. They remind us of the Himalayas or the Andes. Yet their buildings and temples are Balinese. Here we come upon the sea again, the source of all life. other side of the sea, 1 hour's flying time, Java. Java, the mother island of Indonesia, fervently Muslim, but still remembering its past and bringing it back to life in the dance. Here at Solo, near Yogyakarta, some of the most sophisticated dancing in existence. These dances commemorate the sacred marriage of the Sultan to Ratu Kidul, the goddess of the Southern Sea, which we call the Indian Ocean. Formerly, this wedding was not celebrated only by dances. The Sultan himself, shut at the top of a tower, consummated the union of his ancestor and the goddess with the maidens of his court. Then, time seemed to stop, as it seems to stop today. Motion becoming motionless. This is the wayang, the shadow theatre, which with the kris, the gamelan, the percussion band, the batik, the hand-decorated materials, express the soul of Java. Still close to Yogyakarta, the puppet master, one of the finest in all Indonesia. For 3 or 4 years, he teaches his pupils music, handling the puppets, and changing voice for the 150 characters in the repertoire.
Ini bibirnya pakai pinangan. Ini Bagel dulu yang berbicara. Oh ya, apa? Jajan dalam cucunya itu kelantar marik-marik saja, marik sopo sering sama ngaku. Tapi marik sopo sering sama ngaku. Oh ya, apa? Biko. Balik wisopo prate kamu di dangkam. Oh, di jongkong si keparat, Opo abatmu? Ah, ta. Puri saka negara Witarpo, kowe takon jadi kalau mamrang. Balik kowe sapa jenengmu? Kuwi takon jeneng Satrio Maduko Raden Hanoko. Sekarang ganti wayang.
Wayang Kulit, the skin shadow theatre, is played with figures cut from water buffalo hide. Performances last all night long. The scenarios are practically changeless, always based on the great Indian epics. The wayang is a veritable liturgy, the survival in modern times of the ancient Indo-Javanese culture. The only modification to the ceremony is that nowadays it can be seen either from the side of the showman or from the side of the shadows. This village Ferris wheel is also Indian. And the Prambanan temple, dedicated to Siva, is Hindu. It was built 10 centuries ago, near to what is now the town of Jogjakarta. Close by, the jewel of Java, one of the wonders of the world, Borobudur. It was built and dedicated to Buddha in the 8th century. The base of the temple, entirely covered with sculpture, depicts terrestrial life. It was deliberately submerged beneath flagstones to show how vile this earthly life is. The temple itself is a gentle ascent through ever purer worlds towards the Absolute. Exactly like the life of Buddha, which is depicted in 1600 stone tableaus. Coming closer to the unattainable, the inexpressible. Here at the very top of the temple is Nirvana. Java, the mother of Indonesia, the most populous, the most dynamic of the islands. Java, the land of legends, is worth the trip in itself. Everything there is spectacle. A few hours by car from Jakarta, the capital, and we are suddenly in a living legend, an explosion of festivities. An acrobat in a weird mask is amusing the public. The king of Kadiri, in a red mask, whose daughter has vanished into the jungle, is making ready. The two dancers are being made up unhurriedly. As warriors and horsemen, they're going to set out to find the lost princess. The dance begins. The egg base makeup has taken more than an hour. Dressing will take as long again. The crowd begins to gather. the show will have no real beginning nor no real end. An interminable Hindu legend like the Ramayana, an ancient reminder of the time when Java, up to the 12th century, was impregnated with Indian culture. At an order from the king, the horsemen gallop into the jungle to look for the princess. But now, Singa Barong, the king of the animals, with tiger's head and peacock plumes, appears. He will fight the horsemen, then become their ally. During this time, in the village and the rice fields, life goes on as usual. Here, festival and everyday life go hand in hand. This farmer, after paddling in his paddy field, can participate in a festival as a spectator, of course, but also even as an actor or a dancer. In the heart of the countryside, a village festival. These men will climb a ladder whose rungs are made of sabers. Others will glide through the air along a rope. For us, they may seem merely fairground turns, but for all these people, they are significant ceremonies that take place on Muslim feast days. As a matter of fact, these are very ancient rites that have been absorbed by Islam. Still another spectacle. At a turn in the road in a little village, the Wayang Golek, the puppet theatre, using wooden puppets, especially in Western Java. The roots of Java are the roads of a practically continuous village. 72 million souls and 120 volcanoes are squeezed into a tiny island not even 130 miles wide. trances, possession by spirits, the ancient soul of Java bursts out in the ceremony of the leaping horses. Put into hypnotic trance by the master of ceremonies, these two men have become horses, to such an extent that they caper and nibble the rice sheaves placed on the ground for them. After many hours in the hot sun, the exhausted horses go to drink at the village pond before collapsing. Worn-out horses that the master of ceremonies has returned to human shape. The penja that follows this festival is not merely a dance or a battle, it's primarily an exercise in self-control. It's not only at Java that you can find big hotels or wonderful waterside bungalows, taxis, and the 101 things that go to making a tourist stay pleasant. Many other places, where the great sailing ships from another age land, can be reached by the national carrier, Garuda Indonesian Airways. The dream is a few hours flying time from Jakarta, the capital. The dream is called Ambon, Lombok, Timor, Surabaya, Makassar.
Papasten Gusti yang manon isuning darajat awak tetela darajat awak diri ngalimung tepu kudu ka di mana nyangsang na tesangka maganing ting kudi istuning derajat awak sekiat nandangan ada Gusti abdi mah kampun abdi mah
Even if you're in a hurry, even if you exchange your sail for a motor, let yourself be carried along by the slow swell of time. The Sulawesi Islands, hundreds of tiny islets around a large island shaped like a scorpion. The Bugis, the sailors who live here, raise silkworms. From this silk, their women weave sarongs, a wide skirt that both men and women drape around their waists, a precious garment of the finest silk bought for the wedding day and then kept carefully for festive occasions. Makassar, port and gateway to the Sulawesi Islands, land of spices and the clove, where long before the Portuguese and the Spaniards, the Chinese set foot, leaving countless pottery and today antique dealers. Makassar, where you can rent jeeps which in only a few hours, across country like a Chinese etching, can take you to the heart of Sulawesi, to the men of the mountain, the Torajas. The rice field is the birthplace of the water buffalo. The ancestors of the Torajas brought him from the water and fixed a ring in his nose. And it's riding on the back of the buffalo that the Toraja rides to the kingdom of the dead. In the almost empty village, the dancers are finishing the Magelu, the dance of welcome. The funeral festival has begun. The Torajas live only to honor their dead. If they are buried according to complicated rites, the dead may become benevolent deities to the living. Countless ceremonies must take place, cockfights and sacrifices. The Toraja country is the only region in Southeast Asia where the buffalo is not put to work. He's a status symbol and is sacrificed only at funeral ceremonies. In fact, this is his only function. A circle of solemn men chant during the dead man's journey to the beyond. The eternal buffalo is goaded to fight to entertain guests during the feasts, which last many days. It's impossible to take even the quickest of trips into this region without running into at least one funeral ceremony, always to the accompaniment of dancing and festivities. Finally, there are the tombs, whose occupants are depicted life-size in wood, with their pipes or their favorite hats. this Flores, Ambon, or one of those tiny islets accessible in 1 hour by motorboat. In any case, they are treasure islands. Coral reefs, limpid light, a life of liberty under the coconut trees, and everywhere, close at hand, desert islands worthy of Robinson Crusoe. Mighty swell of the Pacific, where Indonesia becomes the South Sea Islands, the end of the archipelago. A few hours flying time, and we leave the Malayan world to enter the Melanesian world. The canoes have changed shape now, and the huts too. Tiki, a god of the Pacific, is now perched on the prow. Now skins are darker, hair more tightly curly. They laugh, stick out their tongues at visitors. They have a taste for strange headgear. Sheltered from the ocean, the dip nets are still Indonesian, but the undersea fishing is that of the South Seas. And the sea, the eternal sea, still washes the shores of one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Java, the mother of islands, most famous, the loveliest of all. Bali. Beauty, of course, but especially fervor and piety. The first glimpse, a woman praying in a temple, blessing flowers, sprinkling them with holy water. Some of the offerings are over 6 feet high, towering structures of rice, pastry, meat and sugar candy. Making them
the counts, the hours, and the lives of